We're gonna be doing, as you know, that yesterday was Dr. Martin Jr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. There you go. I have messed up. It was day, and they have this March Through Time. It says presented by Time. Explore DC 63. They imagined Washington, D.C., where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his iconic I Have a Dream speech. Alongside Fortnite players from all over the world, listen to this defining civil rights moment, an epic collab. So we're going to be watching this, listening, or playing the March Through Time with other people. Yeah, so I kind of didn't have time to do it yesterday because I had school yesterday. Tomorrow we're doing my party, so I might as well do it today. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself in the game because I don't want people to be talking to me. I don't know if there are gonna be people talking, but if there is, I'm gonna mute myself and you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna see if you guys can only hear me when I'm muted. I don't know. Yeah. The voice kind of did change a little bit. If you guys hear me going, then yeah, you should know. I think that was a thunder. I came in here to, my opinion's really hot. I had came in here to, what I was gonna say? I totally forgot what I was supposed to say. Oh yeah, I came on Fortnite to play Save the World, so after this I'll play Save the World because I have to wait for a little content to download because I haven't played Save the World in a long time, so it's like waiting for my thing to download, and when I downloaded it, it still said it has to download, so I played little solos. I got in third place, almost won. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to this Save the World speech. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Every person around the world has a light, a voice, like a voice. Complete all the...
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society, finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of time. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summit of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until there is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. Those who hoped that the Negro needed to blow off steam and will now be content will have a rude awakening if the nation returns to business as usual. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America till the Negro is granted his citizenship rights. The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. That is something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow our creative protests to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. The marvelous new militancy which has engulfed the Negro community must not lead us to a distrust of all white people. For many of our white brothers, as evidenced by their presence here today, have come to realize that their destiny is tied up with our destiny. They have come to realize that their freedom is inextricably bound to our freedom. We cannot walk alone. As we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our body is heavy with the fatigue of travel, cannot gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the city. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro's basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger one. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only. We cannot be satisfied as long as a Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and a Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution, staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering.
Okay, I don't want to try to sit here and watch it. We can just listen.
That unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities. Knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friend, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners gathered at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. One day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. That one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when it happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
That was actually pretty long. It was beautiful. It was a real beautiful statement. A whole, this is, Rosa Parks. If you don't know who Rosa Parks is, she went to the back. She was a black woman. And she went to the back of the bus and was sitting in the back of the bus, and she didn't want to move, and she went to jail for that. Yes, he have 4 children. I think a few of them is grown. I saw the 12. It wasn't fair how we were separated and treated differently. We are still fighting with Black Lives Matter. I don't know why. What is the problem with y'all, these white cops? I'm not being racist, but I'm just saying. It's... what's in here? Hey, form of protest. Oh, these are some, quests. A form of protest that activists use to fight against segregated seating in restaurants and diners. Yeah, I got that correct. Okay. Okay, any more? Yep. Oh, this is what easy Washington, D.C. First of all, I've been knew that. Second of all, because I learned it. Here's another one. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his message I Have a Dream. Speech on the steps of Lincoln Memorial. Why didn't I know that? Rosa Parks. I just told y'all those Rosa Parks. Okay. High school. In 1960s, 6-year-old Ruby Bridges. Oh yeah, this is a little show. I think it's a little movie thing on Disney Plus you can watch about Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges became the first elementary grade student to integrate a school in the South. Ruby and her mother were escorted to school every day for a year by 4 U.S. federal marshals to protect their safety. Add your light. We will continue the rest of these in another day. Let's see. Let's go back to the lobby. That was a beautiful speech. I think I had watched that, but I didn't have watched the whole thing when I was like, I feel like I had watched that in 4th grade. But not the whole thing. I like a part of it and we talked about it. As you can see, obviously you need more than one person, so I'll get my cousin and me to do this together later, another day. But let's go ahead and go see. Yes, I have 50 Robux because I had accidentally used it. Stop it. I had accidentally used it on accident when I was playing Save the World. I had bought a llama and it took my 1,000 Robux. Yeah. I should never did it because I knew it was going to happen. So yeah, let's go ahead and play Save the World. This is a really, a really long broadcast. I don't know if it's still going to be having to download because I had left. Yeah, it's still downloading. It's like taking forever. I'm going to show you stop it. I'm going to show you the things that I have. Okay, so I have, if you guys don't know how to play Save the World, yes, I do. I never did it on live before, so the first time doing it on live. I have these. Yeah, and then I have a bunch of weapons that I have to craft. Like a bunch of stuff that I have to craft. I need to make me some more ammo, but I really can't. I could make me some of these. We do need to give me some more stuff. We're gonna get a healing pad. I'm gonna get that with me. I need a lot of healing packs, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I don't have enough. I can't create any weapons because I don't. Now, if it has like this on it, like the little grayish thing on it, that means I can't do it. Because I usually don't have enough barrels. Which is sad, I don't know. Dude is like so close. It's on night. It's time for a it's time for a holly jolly do-over. Get the terrible Christmas celebration started by collecting bags of slushy snow to rain down on home base. We got a bunch of things to do over here. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Yes, I'm like on here. I gotta do a few of these. I gotta check this out. There's people gonna be talking. I have to check my little home base out because when I check that out, I need to get me some materials. I need to go to my home base storm shield and get me a bunch of materials and break some stuff so I can craft some stuff before I actually do some stuff, because I really don't know what what I'm gonna do, because what I was gonna do. Okay, okay, so now we gotta wait for this thing. We're like so close away from it. I'm gonna go to the lumber shop and see what I can get.
Hey, what you doing? Ooh, a guitar. Have at it. And that's all she wrote.
Hey, that's what I got. Unless Mike will retire. No. Okay, so we got this. We can make that. And you got this defender. We got that, which I think I already have. I'm done with that. I had to
Okay,
this sort of thing.
pretend to be surprised. Yeah! Swallow the phone.
Can't catch me. I love helping the good guys.
Aww. I love her voice. Okay. This says a simple llama stuffed with basic goods to get you through your first apocalypse. Contains at least 3 items. This.
All right. Stop!
This says guarantees at least one epic or better limited time toy weapon or holiday hero. Only got 650
Harvest
left.
something festive.
Let's check out what I got in a minute. Oh, finally I got her. I've been waiting to get her. Okay, so I got Jolly Head Hunter. Yeah, this dude is a fiber. We got a defender. We got a sound wall. What does this do? Okay, yeah. We got 2 of those defenders.
What? I was hungry.
I feel that, you know.
Yo!
Sock it to me. Adios. Enjoy.
Okay.
Don't tell me what's inside. I want it to be a surprise.
We got a fire floor trap. I've been waiting to get one of those. Let's see if I don't know if I can get it, but I want to see if I can. No, I can. Wait, can I? No. You know. I don't have enough of those Oprah things. I forgot what they're called, but I don't have enough. I can make me some more. Okay, make a sound wall. Also, I feel like I can make me some more. I can make me some energy. Still don't can no, I don't want that. I need 12.
Am I?
Ooh, that'll...
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Sweet loot.
Nice. Okay, I got this guy. I got this dude. I got this weapon. I feel like I already have her. Yeah, I was right. I said I do have her already. I think I have 3 of her. I have she's in the green, the purple. The green, the brown, the green, the gray, the blue. Okay. I don't know if it's done downloading yet. Hopefully it is. I haven't changed this in a while. Let's see if it's done yet. Probably isn't. Yep. Nope. It's like one more. Just a little itty bitty. Okay.
What's happening? Look into the llama.
Caught my funny bone. Loot llama. See you later.
Finally, okay, it's all done now. Okay, let's get playing this game. This kind of hard. I guess I'm gonna select this one. I really don't want to talk to nobody right now, so I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can mute myself in the game because I really don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to talk to you guys. Well, stop. Bro, I hate how long it took for this thing to download. It took forever, and now I want it takes forever to travel me to this little lobby place. To the lobby. I haven't seen a few of my friends play Save the World in a while. No, I'm not gonna invite any of my friends. Should I just I just launched it. I should have never done that. I feel like I'm gonna have to be by myself. Activate 3 radar dishes, follow exacting, and I don't want to do all this. But I guess I have to because that's what I waited for the thing to download for, so.
Gather any piles of snow you see.
Alright.
The further we travel from the storm shield, the worse the visibility gets. But I have a solution. Time to boost our visibility. You have 20 minutes to build 3 towers. You can build any 3 towers you want. I've marked the location of the towers on your map. You may want to collect resources before starting to build. There it is. Okay, I don't think snow is going to solve our impending doom problem, but I think slushy piles of rock are even less useful.
They're perfect, dear Ray. Trust me.
No.
I understand it may be difficult to extend any measure of faith my way, especially considering the dozens of unexploded munitions I've lost track of at home base.
Sorry, what?
But these bags are our salvation.
These bags of slush.
Outlandish, I know. But isn't life quite like an expired nog? Rich, complex, and full of surprises.
Unless you got to. Bruh. I don't need your help. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I need to go ahead and go back.
Here we go. You know what to do. There it is. One tower done. One of our drones has taken damage. We can't let destroy the drone. Head to the crash site.
Ooh, well chosen.
Are you... What's going on with you right now?
Ah, yes, my persona. I'm experiencing somewhat of a Christmas refractory period.
Ooh, let's not call it that.
You see, this year's exceptional Christmas so thoroughly sated my appetites. I want for nothing save perhaps a sandwich and a glass of water. Which brings me to the crux of our shared mission. We unleashed so much joy to the world that every single monster in the storm took notice.
That does check out.
Huh. So, what do we do?
Why, we do it again, my dear Ray.
I knew it! You're angling for a second Christmas!
I understand your reservations, but I assure you my intentions are purely tinsel-tastical.
Come on, Lars. Let's go put our bags on the good bunks. I'm not lower bunking my way into the afterlife. Five minutes left. Before I have to pull you out. Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Come in, Nut Ranger Base. This is Griddler 1. The slush is the cure. 10-4, Gridler. You are cleared to load the slush onto the trebuchet.
Dennis, drop that slush. We need your help in the bunker.
No can do. Can't turn down a chance to save the world. Or find out what a trebuchet is.
Come on, Dennis. Picture it. Bunker Days Film Festival. Up to 3 days of cinematic fun. All we need is your programming expertise.
Dennis has chosen a path of greater purpose.
Yeah, sorry.